guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, and thank you so much for stopping by to check it out. And I hope you're doing okay, guys. I hope you've been enjoying your weekend so far. Now, before we start the video, let's take a moment and apologize that I have been active for a while. The reason for that is exactly for the reason I'm going to talk about today is Battlefield 1 beta. When that game came out, it literally took over my life. I was living and breathing Battlefield 1. I literally woke up, played the game until I went to bed, and just continued doing that every single day until it finished. So I had to have a break. I had to catch up on a couple of things. That's why I haven't done anything. But today, I'm going to be talking about the good and the bad about the game and what I think needs to be changed now before the release date. So I do apologize. This may be a bit of a repeat. There's probably a lot of YouTubers already has been covering this, but I obviously want to give my opinion about the game itself. So we're going to jump into it, guys, and we're going to start with the bad thing. So the first thing I definitely would say needs to be looked into and changed is the spawn and the way that they are doing it at the moment. There's been too many times, both with myself and my mates I've been playing with, where you've ended up spawning either on one of your teammates on the flag you're trying to defend, and there is 3 to 4 people standing right in front of you and just kill you straight away. And you can do that repeatedly 4 to 5 times before either the flag is gone or you have to spawn somewhere else. And it's a right pain because you obviously want to do your best to perform on the game, and by spawning 4 to 5 times just getting killed straight away, it takes the fun away. And I really want them to sort that out. I don't know how. Maybe they can do it so they know there's going to be a specific location, it's going to be near enough but safe to go to, or that the game itself knows there's a lot of things going on that particular location, so I'm spawning somewhere else. But I definitely want that to be looked into and changed. Another thing I definitely want to look into as well is when it comes to the planes. Now, I've really enjoyed the dogfighting, but there's a couple of things I definitely would like to maybe see that they could potentially change. And it's on when it comes to the rear gunner of the planes. It almost feels like that you're obviously supposed to be there to help your pilot out and not to try to take as much damage. But it almost feels like the rear gun is not doing enough damage on whoever's attacking you to actually have an impact. So maybe they can increase the damage taking from the gun and give everybody a bit of a fair chance, because obviously you don't have any electronic helps now. This is all on you, but it also feels like it doesn't do enough, and when you shoot it almost goes down too quickly and you have to wait for the cooldown. So maybe they can do something to increase that. And it's the same thing with the fighter plane. It falls down to the same thing. Obviously everything is on you, it's on skills, but it doesn't seem to do enough damage at the moment. Not everybody's going to be in the same level, so maybe they can increase a little bit on the damage level on that one as well. Now, talking about when it comes to flags, one of the things I definitely would like to see is a change is on the E flag. Now, as you know, the more flags you got, the more chance of you winning the game you will have. But the E flag at the moment feels like it's way too far off where everything is happening. I would like to see that getting pushed a little bit further up against everyone else, because it takes way too long to get to the E flag, and you can easily get killed halfway through going there, or by the chance you actually got there, you've already wasted maybe 8 minutes of your game, or even that you're gone all the way and then you go away and someone else is trying to take over the map already. So maybe try to push that a little bit further into the combat so it gives everybody a fair chance to actually utilizing that location with the map. Now, when it comes to the map, I absolutely love the map. The map itself is amazing to be in the desert and everything. The other thing I also would like to see there is a sandstorm. The sandstorm at the moment feels like it's lasting a little bit too long for the game. Obviously, since they removed the time on it, so there's no bleeding on that anymore, and you obviously have to go up to the 300 points where it's supposed to be. It still feels like the sandstorm is lasting way too long. Sometimes it almost feels like it's lasting for 10 minutes. And obviously it's a very important factor into because it is there to change the game and how everything works out. But at the same time, it's just lasting way too long. So maybe narrow it down a little bit, maybe give it 2 to 3 minutes, or maybe have it so it spawns multiple times depending on how long the game is lasting. But I definitely like to see a change in that as well. Now, when it comes to the specials guns, really, there's a couple of things that I would like to see change. The sentry gun guy, he always got 3 times the health, but sometimes you do ending up when you have a squad right in front of you and it can easily take you down straight away. And you also have a lot of firepower behind you, but you can't aim. So it feels like the way the shot's spreading out at the moment is that only 40% of it actually hits whoever you're shooting. So either I'd like to see a change where there's a little bit more hits into the enemies, or it gives you the option to actually aim. So you have a little bit more accuracy when you're going up against a very big squad. Another one I'd like to see a change is the fire guy. Now the fire guy is extremely OP when it comes to close-up combat, but his health is very low, so maybe they can give him a little bit more health, or at least do it so he's fire resistant, because he's wearing fire resistant clothes. That's the point of him being the flame guy. But somehow he can still take damage from the flames. So maybe to see him getting a little bit changed in that would be kind of a nice thing. And the last one from them, I would say, is the guy when it comes to the horse. Now, we do know for a fact that that character is meant to take a lot of hits before actually taken down, but it feels like that the health from the horse gets transferred over to the player. And we have had moments where actually myself and my mates, being 3 in a squad, going against one cavalry guy, and we literally like just molded in, I don't know how many shots into the guy, and he just escaped, and there was nothing. So it feels like he's a little bit OP with his health at the moment. I don't know whether this is a glitch, that the health gets transferred over from the horse or something. I'm not sure, but I definitely like to see that getting changed because he's way too OP. So talking about horses, what I would like to see as well is the hitbox for the horses. Sometimes it feels like that he can be in a very far distance and still hit you and you die instantly. So I guess I can really give you that fair chance to actually go against the horse guy, especially not if he's got a lot of health in front of him. So maybe narrow the hitbox down a little bit so it gives you that little bit of chance to maybe escape from him so you don't get an instant kill straight away. Now this is the one I'm very confused about, the medic. As you know, the purpose of the medic is there to give you health and also to rest you if you've gone down. But the problem is, if you hit the button to say, hey, I need help, I need to be rest up, it doesn't show up for the medic on the map. Which is kind of a little bit stupid because then it kind of fits the entire object of what he's meant to be doing. So they definitely need to start looking into that because that doesn't make sense that the medic cannot see who's down around you. So yeah, EA, sort that one out. Now, I know there was a lot of things when it came to the light tank. A lot of people did already mention while the beta was live that the light tank was extremely OP. Now, they all already been told that that has already been sorted out. That will definitely be nerfed now before the release of the game. And last but not least, it is the melee attacks. Now, I love the melee attacks both with the bayonet and if you do it up close. The only thing I don't like at the moment is the front melee animation attack from the moment. It almost feels like that is an instant kill if you get it. You can have a firefight between each other, but as soon as you hit that, the animation kicks in right in front of you and you are dead straight away. You have no chance to avoid the attack, you have no chance to actually do anything to counter-attack it. So I definitely like to see them maybe removing the front melee animation and just keep it for maybe the back and the side, because there's no point doing it at the moment, because as soon as I've seen many times, I've even seen it on the other YouTube players where they've been in a firefight and they hit that melee attack and the animation kicks in and they're gone. So definitely like to see that change as well, maybe removing that. So that's all the bad things, guys. So what we're going to jump into now is all about the good things, what I think is good about the game. Now, first thing first, across all platforms out there, there was over 900,000 players for the beta, which is absolutely amazing. And I have to really say that it feels like it's coming back to this old Battlefield gaming, that you don't have all the technology to help you out how to shoot. People actually seems to be helping each other to do team plays, that they're working as a unit. You don't really have a lot of lone wolfing anymore. Obviously you do get it with the snipers, they just sit in one location, do nothing, but mostly it seems that people are really helping each other. Sniping feels absolutely amazing. It feels so good when you get that perfect shot from a long distance. Or you have, like, say for example, someone with your teammate and you're both snipers and one shooting, the other one well, it does damage, and another shot is a kill. It feels so well balanced. It actually feels like a working sniper. Compared to Battlefield 4, when sniping felt so irritating, you just want to throw either the mouse or the controller at the screen. But this is feeling really well balanced. I'm really happy with that, because Scout is one of my favorite characters out there. Another thing is the dogfighting. It feels so good with the dogfighting. The moments you have is absolutely amazing. It's coming down to it again. There's no electronics that is going to help you. It's all on you and your skills. But at the same time, you don't have like you don't have missiles that is going to lock into every 2 minutes from either jet fighters, helicopters, ground attacks, or anything. It's 100% dogfighting, and it feels so good when you finally get that kill and you see the plane going down. The animations on them are absolutely fantastic. Another thing I really do enjoy is the horseplay. They have done an amazing work with the animation of the horse. It feels really good. It comes down to the same again with the dogfighting. It feels so amazing when you get that kill and you got a multi-kill. And I can't describe it. They've done a very nice job with it. And the same thing with the tanks. It feels very nice with the tanks, both with the light tank and the land tank. They feel so amazing. And there's been a moment when you had an entire squad sitting together in a land tank, and that's all you do for the entire time, and you just have fantastic moments. So very well done to EA to utilize that. The destructions of the map is absolutely amazing, both when it comes to the ground, houses, and vehicles. Everything looks amazing. It can completely change the entire gameplay. It feels like you're almost in there. It almost feels like you're on there on your own, seeing all this happening right in front of you. The graphic is outstanding. I was surprised to see how well it was looking on Xbox One. The gameplay feels amazing. The sound they have introduced to the game is absolutely superb. The music, it's such a beautiful game. I would say if you're not tied down to anything, definitely get it for the PC, because it's going to look so much better. I'm going to get it for Xbox One because a lot of my friends are obviously playing on that platform. But I can't fault the guys. It actually feels like we're coming back to the old roots of Battlefield again. I've played this since Battlefield 1942. And I cannot wait for it to be released now on the 21st of October. It's just, I always feel a bit lost. I don't want to play any other FPS games at the moment. I only want to wait for that to come out now. And I would say I would rather than delay the game for maybe a month or two if needed to sort everything out, so they don't do another Battlefield 4 mistake and just release it for the sake of it, and then the game actually becomes good when it's too late. But yeah, guys, I really hope you've been enjoying this. I definitely been enjoying this moment of playing Battlefield 1. And you definitely will see a lot of this when the main game comes out. So be sure to remember to hit that like button if you do enjoy the video. If you don't, obviously give me a thumbs down. I'm more than happy to take that down. Also drop me down a comment, guys, if there is anything different you want to see or anything you want me to improve. But thank you so much for taking your time to check the video out. I can't speak at the moment. And I hope I will see you on the next one, guys. But until then, take care and see ya.
They won't catch you when you're falling. I'm standing here just like a soldier, right? We'll hide in plain sight.